G'day guys, SirPrawnAlot here with another video. Today I'm going to be looking at the Whooshh salmon cannon. It's quite an interesting piece of technology, I guess, that I recently discovered through a Facebook video, and it's very cool. So pretty much what Whooshh, like the salmon cannon is a kind of like a pipe that gets salmon from, one pond or lake or river to the next. And the whole point is, to pretty much like get around man-made dams and other obstacles that may stop salmon from getting up to the higher rivers and spawning. If you don't know much about salmon, they spend like their early days, they hatch up in the inland, I guess, up in mountains and streams in the mountains, and then they head on back down to the ocean, and they grow up. And then they do a massive migration back upstream. You may have seen videos where they're jumping up, waterfalls and stuff. And the problem with that in this day and age is that rivers get dammed, and they get, blocked off, or they might, dry out, or things like that. And the salmon cannot get up. And pretty much what this system does is allows the salmon to, quickly get up rivers and things. They don't have to get dragged around in like a bucket or something. It's a very quick system. So it's pretty much just a big pipe, but it's a really soft and flexible pipe, so it doesn't hurt the fish. And it's also used for, I guess, capturing and also kind of sustaining the wild population. It's used for getting fish from the river and then adding them either to a farm or continuing them up the stream so they can breed naturally. So the company that's made this is Whooshh, and it's really awesome. You can see some clips here how the fish just kind of go through. When I first saw it, I was quite amazed. I thought it was fake, and it was quite funny just seeing fish shooting through this little tube and then getting shot out. But it's really cool. It's very efficient. All it takes is kind of people just sitting there, catching the fish and throwing them into a tube. Catching the salmon in the rivers is relatively easy. There are also systems that kind of make it natural for them, and the water comes flowing out and they jump up and they get sucked up. So it's really quite fascinating. They first kind of thought of it through transporting fruit. So originally they noticed that apples and things like that and tomatoes, they're getting picked by hand, and then it was taking maybe the same amount of time to pick them as it was transporting them, and stocking them. So they decided to make a system that didn't bruise the apples and safely made them travel back into storage, and it made more time for picking. And just boosted the efficiency. And same with the salmon. You don't have to load up a truck by hand or net all the fish. You can just send them upstream and keep going. So some of the key points, I guess, about it is that it is safe for the fish. Although they do go kind of fast, it does slow them down, and they don't get hurt. It is quite soft and safe for the fish. It also doesn't affect their slime coat. Doesn't injure them in any way, doesn't harm them, and it's really quick and quite natural, I guess, in a way. It's said that the pressure that they feel in there is pretty much the same as swimming through water, and they actually kind of wiggle their way through as they go through. So as you can see in some of these clips, they're getting picked up and thrown in, gently, very gently. They're not getting hammered or anything. But it's really cool, and things like this are just very interesting and very, I guess, eye-opening to ways of getting around these obstacles. Big dams and things like that get in the way of these fish that need to go up there. They can't do it, and it's a great little way. I like to see things like this. It's very innovative, I think. So it does also have a little separator, so pretty much the salmon will go up, and if they have some going into a truck, then taking them to a farm or a sanctuary kind of thing, or they have another one that just keeps going up the river, and it has like a split, and then there's a detector that detects when a fish goes through, and it kind of like flips and turns and like blocks off one of them, so they have to go up either the free fish or the farm fish, which I really find interesting. I think that's like really cool. Just little technology things with fish and keeping. Maybe this is the next way, for the aquariums to have little pipes from tank to tank if you want to move your fish around. I don't think that would be a thing, but it's definitely something really cool, and it could be used in pretty much any river. At the moment they only have like 2 sizes of the pipes. Obviously one size doesn't fit all, so they have said bigger fish might clog it up or get stuck, so they got to be careful at how big the fish go in, but they haven't had any issues like that yet. Obviously they're developing ways around it, but it's just one of those things I found really funny, really awesome, and cool. And I think like things like this could be used in multiple places, but especially for the salmon, it's great. So it's just some more clips here, just the fish doing funny things. They do get shot out. It looks pretty fast, but it's no different from a fish jumping up the stream into the water. They slow it down. They use gravity and friction just to slowly deliver them at the end of it. But it's really cool, and I think I like it. But the fish are all well, and they continue to go upstream, and where this is an issue they kind of put it in. Like I said, usually around man-made structures, but they can travel up like quite a far distance as well through them, and they're not out of water. Like there's still water, it's still wet in there, and it protects them, and it's just one of those great things. So thank you for watching. I hope you learnt something about this. I really did. I'm still researching it now. It's really cool, and I hope you enjoy the video. I hope to see more things like this, more things coming up. So I'll see you in the next video.